Hi, good afternoon. I'm Miss McDonald and I'm the music teacher here in Marino College. I'm just going to give you a few pointers and guidelines for the music Leaving Cert program, which we offer in Marino College. So hopefully this will kind of give you an idea if you're kind of interested in music and you'd like to choose it as a Leaving Cert subject. And for any parents who might think, oh, music's an unusual subject to do. It's a really, really flexible and interesting topic, and it has a very high success rate for a higher level grades. So I'm just going to start off by sharing my screen, and I'm going to hopefully be able to share with you. Give me just a sec. Now. Okay, so as I said, myself and Miss Brennan are the music teachers in Marino College, and we love to see that the music department is slowly and surely growing, and we have a variation of students who choose music in the sense that we have students who've done music for their leaving or for the junior cycle, should I say. But we've also have students currently in sixth year who never chose music for the junior cycle. Maybe they didn't get the opportunity initially, they've just joined the school, and you might say, oh, I'd be interested in doing it. So you don't have to have studied it in your junior cert year to do it for your leaving cert. So we're open to all students, but what we would say is we want students who've an interest in music, and they're willing to kind of get stuck in and to do the homework and do the study and the performance aspect as well, which I'll talk about now in a moment. So our music department is very active. We have workshops during the year. We have afternoon clubs or extracurricular clubs. We do a lovely Christmas celebration concert. And yeah, we want as many people to get involved, whether you choose music as a subject for your leaving cert or not. But why would you pick music? Well, it's a great higher level choice subject. Students overall get really, really good grades in higher level for music in their leaving cert. The music course is not entirely about classical music. So yes, there is an element to kind of the old-fashioned music, as some of the students would say, but we do cover Irish music, the Irish traditional music. We talk about musicals, we talk about film music. So it is quite varied. As I mentioned earlier, it's not necessary for a student to be able to play an instrument, but the course does require the student to have an interest in music. So if you've never played an instrument, that's okay. We will teach you how to play music. We will teach you how to read music. And also singing is an instrument. So if you have a lovely voice, we want to hear from you as well. The Leaving Cert Music exam is broken into 4 parts, and the Leaving Cert Music exam is probably the most special of all the Leaving Cert subjects, in the sense that you sit 50% around Easter time. So half of your exam, which is the biggest amount in any of the Leaving Cert subjects, is done at Easter, and then you sit the remaining 50% in June with the rest of your exams. There are 4 parts to the exam. The first one is the practical performance. It's worth 25%. What does that entail? It entails performing, meaning you play an instrument or you sing in a group or on your own, and you learn for 2 years how to play the pieces, and you perform in front of an examiner. And you have a music technology element, which is a computer program on a computer, which we have access to laptops in the school, and it's extremely easy. And so you're pretty much guaranteed the 25%. So those 2 parts are done around Easter time. And then C and D are the listening paper and the composing paper. And they're 2 separate exams, and they're on the same day in June. And they're both worth 25%. So you sit 50% of the exam around Easter time, and the rest is done in 2 exams in June. And like I said, my students in 6th year currently have just done their practical and music technology exam. So they have currently only 50% left to do in June. And we got really, really good remarks from the examiner. We don't know what they've got yet, but the comment was that the students were very well prepared and it was a very enjoyable performance. So I'm hoping for any student who's unsure, if they don't like the big pressure of exams in June, know that music has the option of 2 kind of big kind of points in the Leaving Cert year where you can do the separate exams. So you're just at a better chance of doing really, really well in a higher level subject. When it comes to my sixth years, I asked them, why would you study music? So my current sixth years came back with a whole range of answers. So hopefully this might help you decide if music is for you or not. One of the students said, music is a subject that students generally do well in for the Leaving Cert. And he went on to say that compared to many other subjects, with more than 70% of students getting at least a H3. So a lot of students in our school would get between about a H2 and a H4. And some students do sit the ordinary level exam, but most would sit a higher level paper. Another student said this variety of activities makes exams somewhat more enjoyable. Would you believe an exam is enjoyable than other exams such as biology or business? No offense to the biology or business teachers, where the entire exam is one long continuous written paper. Because our exam is broken up into 4 parts, it feels very manageable and it's not as scary or as threatening as one big long exam. Music is a subject where performance is intrinsic, which is excellent for those of you who would need to do any performance-related events in the future. School events such as a Christmas concert, open days, or guest visits may require you to perform, which even can be useful for your CV if you need one in the future. I thought that was really, really nice to hear because yes, we do perform at loads of school events. My 6 years are very active in performing at open days or Christmas concerts. And we've had ministers, governmental ministers come to the school and they've performed for them as well. So yeah, we ask that anyone who is in the music department would be open to the idea of performing what they're learning in class as a way of helping them to great success for their Leaving Cert practical when they get to 6th year. Another student there said, so if you're looking to make your life in secondary school more enjoyable and lively, don't hesitate, come to music, try it out. We hope that the music department tries and make the class as interesting as possible. So you have a listening element in the class, you have a writing element in the class, and you have a performance element in the class as well. Music helps me to express my feelings through the art of music. I find that playing music is extremely relaxing and allows me to be creative. Doing music for my Leaving Cert brings me joy and I'm very happy I chose it. Music is also a fantastic way to learn about all the great artists that came before us and understand on a deeper level what the artists themselves feel. And then finally, Leaving Cert music encouraged me to play musical instruments and has greatly improved my courage. So yes, students have to get up and perform in front of people, but that's a really, really good life skill, being able to perform or talk to a public audience. So yeah, I hope these kind of statements from my current Leaving Cert students might aid you in deciding to pick music for your Leaving Cert subject. And myself and Ms. Brennan are always available to answer any questions or queries you have. So hopefully we'll see you in September in 5th year in our music class. Thanks.